Hey y'all, it's your boy Big Mike. You know that dude you be seeing on the streets and be like, hey, ain't that dude that be doing them YouTube videos? Yeah, that's me. And for today's topic, we're going to be talking about the kissing case. This was a video that someone shared on my Instagram, and I looked at it, and it's a show. It aired on the show, the Oprah Winfrey show, or whatever, and it's talking about these two black guys, excuse me, that were charged for rape, but it was the white girl that initially kissed them, and they some kind of way no she the daughter reported it to her mother and said that I guess the black guys raped her or something, but this happened back in 1958, and it's like kind of a relatable case where when I was in high school, kind of the same thing happened to me. And then there's like the Emmett Till situation where he whistled at a white woman, and the Ku Klux Klan or whoever lynched this black man. I mean, it's like racism is still alive and kicking. But yeah, I'm about to dive into this hoagie situation. I bought some hoagies when I went grocery shopping yesterday, and I'm a lot hungry. So let me feed my face for a second, and we're going to get into these topics today. I put a little bit, well, a lot of bit of mayonnaise on it because these breads, they're not really dry, but it's like real chewy or whatever. So I'm just trying to like put a little lubrication on it so that I can swallow it without choking. It's way better than a Subway. Well, cheaper than a Subway because this is like it's longer than 12 inches, but it's a real good sandwich. It was like they have their $5 foot long at Subway, but this is like huge over here. I was hungry, hungry. This is hitting the spot right here. It's got roast beef, turkey, and some cheddar cheese on it, aka bussin'. They just need like some lettuce and tomato on it, and it'll really be fine. Just give me a few more bites, y'all. I'm really starving over here. And yes, I'm going to eat this whole sandwich. This is just half of it. Now, my freedom of speech allows me to make this next statement. So don't go giving me the thumbs down when you watch this video. I don't understand why racist white people want to just do black folk, well, any people of color, really. I mean, it's white people, and then there's everybody else. There's yellow, Chinese, and brown, Mexicans, and red Indians, or whatever real color they want to be stereotyped as. But I'm black, light-skinned black, but I'm black. My mother's black. My, to the best of my knowledge, my father was black. I never met him, but I'm gonna do a video about that when I get a little bit more information. But yeah, these people, white people, wanna just do whatever they want. I mean, like, to whoever they want, and no one like really bats an eye. Like, they just like have all power. Y'all ain't God, okay? And you get in my comments and start saying something real ridiculous, your comment will get deleted. So don't even waste your breath. I'm gonna get like halfway into the sentence and oops, delete though. Yeah, this happened to these boys back in 1958 when they were like 89 years old or something like that, and real young. You would have thought it was innocent. No, this white girl was had some black friends, and when they decided to part ways, one of them asked, could he have a little kiss on the cheek or something? Well, like I said, some kind of way, I guess her mother heard about what happened and got them charged with a rape charge. Like, there was no sexual no activity besides the kiss on the cheek or whatever. Google this. Like, it's called The Kissing Case. And you can like maybe find a video or something about it, but it aired on the Oprah Winfrey Show back in 1993. Got two beverages here. One's full of water. Then I got a bottle of tea. I had to come prepared because, like I said, this sandwich tastes good and everything, but the bread is a little chewy. It's not like dried out, but it's just chewy. I don't know how to explain it. It's chewy. I know the Emmett Till situation that happened in the 20th century, like I'm guessing like in the 1950s or something like that, the same time period as this the kissing case or whatever. But yeah, we get freed from slavery, and no, we just whistle at a white woman. Well, they him he excuse me, he whistled at this white woman, and they strung this black man up and killed him. Rest in peace, my brother. You're in a better place. I know it. It's got to be a whole lot better than this here. But now, let me just move on to my little high school situation. Put your seat, put your seatbelt on, and you better go for a ride with me. Now, this is this happened back in 1988 or 89 when I was in the eighth and ninth grade. I'm sitting at the cafeteria table with the majority of white guys. It's like the school, high school, was majority white or whatever. So I'm sitting at the table, and I'm just arm wrestling with one of my no friends. There's no frequencies in one of my classes or whatever. So this white girl, she comes up, and she kneels over to where her breast is just resting on my shoulder, and she doesn't say a word to me. She's just leaning over and resting on me, like physical contact. She's just dang near propping herself up on me or whatever, and talking to somebody else, another one of the guys at the table. So I look up at her and don't say nothing, but I take a pencil or a straw or something, and I poke her in the breast on her breast to like nudge her off of me. And she straightens up, stands up straight, and just like walks over to the vice principal and tells him whatever she said, but he like excuse me, he calls me into the office and wants to hear my side of the story. And I told him just like I'm telling you, she's leaning over, with her breast on my shoulder, and I nudge her off of me. So I get suspended for like 3 days or something like that. I don't know if it was a week or not, but it was 3 days or more, 3 to 5 days. I got suspended for this, just like nudging her off of me. And I'm like, what did I do wrong? She was like flirting, indirectly flirting, whatever you want to call it, with me. I don't understand how I got suspended and I didn't do anything wrong. I get home and me and my mother was living with my cousin at the time, and we were living in his basement. So he comes downstairs and like, so you really did it, huh? You grabbed her breast. I never physically touched her. I did to my dying day. I swear, I have never been in physical contact with this white girl at all. When we get to like college or whatever, she's like, I mean, not college, to high school, and she wants to just like act like the whole situation never happened. Like wants to start speaking to me like, "Hey, what's up?" And I can't remember the conversation that she was trying to initiate with me, but I just rolled my eyes at her to keep from cussing her out. But yeah, this is the day and age we living in. Still, it's not back in the 1950s. It's current. Like that happened in the 90s, and I've had other situations where I didn't do anything wrong, but I'm treated a certain way because I'm living in the South now. I'm in Tennessee. When I first came down here, let me just back up a little bit. There's a thing called so-called thing called Southern hospitality. I did a YouTube video about that. Thumbnail says Southern hospitality. Go back and look at that video. Give the thumbs up and comment on that one too. But I'm not gonna just like go over word for word what I said in that video. But I'm in a library. Well, at the library using their Wi-Fi because the public hours had been closed. And like I said, go back and look at that video and just let me know what you think, if racism is still alive or not. It is. It is. They're not just like wearing like white robes or anything like that now, but it is. For my inside looking out, not outside looking in, because I'm speaking from personal situations that has happened to me. My inside looking out, it is. I wouldn't be using it as an example if it was just some kind of hearsay. That cafeteria situation, that's what I experienced. And when I get to high school, I had this class that started before regular high school hours were started, so I didn't know where to enter to get to my class. So I'm standing in front of the school, the normal entrance, and I got my face up against the window, looking in there, and I see the janitor, and lo and behold, he calls the police on me. Now, I hadn't done nothing wrong. I had my mother drop me off in front of the school before school hours started. Why did this janitor call the police on me when he could have just asked me for my school ID to see if I was supposed to be there or not. He didn't have to call the police on me. But like, yeah, the police pulls up. I show him my student ID. I don't know that I'm here for my early class or whatever. He drives off. The janitor's there for the whole conversation, not saying nothing to me. He just like is listening, just listening to what's going on when I'm telling the cop. He goes and lets me in after the cop leaves and tries to half-ass apologize about calling police on me. All of this could have been avoided if he had just like asked me for my student ID. He's trying to hand me this pop in a gesture to like say that he's sorry about it, but really, if you watching this, you know what happened. This happened like in 1990. To my high school years were from 90 to 92. So somewhere up in there, you remember this Mr. Janitor dude? Piece of crap. Yeah, I went to Wayne Memorial. That's the high school that I went to. You know what your position was? You was a lame janitor. Called police on me for no daggone reason, man. Ooh, I'm gonna need something to blaze after this one, and I ain't got nothing to blaze. So, Lord be with me. All you white people that's telling blacks to go back to Africa. I was born in the United States, in Michigan, born and raised my whole life in the United States. My birth certificate is from Michigan, Wayne Memorial Hospital. The name of my high school was Wayne Memorial too. So yeah, like you want me to go back to Africa? Good luck with that. A lot of them Africans that think just as little of me as you do, and what I think about what they think or what you think. Both of y'all can kiss my high yellow rear end. How about that? Here's one for you. Why don't you go back to Europe? Come over here and try to take some land from some Native Americans and then make us pay taxes when this ain't your land? Hmm. Every single one of you got me all the way messed up. This country that you think you ruling, slowly but surely becoming a majority of minority, meaning blacks and Mexicans or Hispanics or whatever you want to call them, outnumber you already. Like our numbers are growing. Like all your money don't account for nothing. There's strength in numbers, and there's some kind of uprising. Y'all ain't got enough bullets to kill us all. I'll tell you that right now. There's going to be some down people who get killed on the front line, but it's going to be a wave of people kicking in your door to get at you. And yeah, that karma's a biatch. Even if we don't get you, you're going to have to die one day. And all that hatred in your heart, that, for people who ain't done nothing to you, the Bible says, love thy neighbor as you love yourself. Where's the love with all the lynching and acting like we gonna steal your purse, a little white lady? You ain't got enough money to pay my bills. Sorry. I know there are some decent white people out there. I'm just talking to the ones that are anti-black. We ain't done nothing to you. You stay on your side of the road, we stay on our side of the road. Keep it moving. I got love for anybody that loved me. How about that? Black people, ring in. Tell me a racist situation that you done been through. White people, ring in and tell me if you done stood up for some black person that you know was innocent and did whatever you could to help get them off of being charged with a crime or this comment period. Let me hear what's on your head about what I done said. Let me know. What do you think? You think I'm a racist because I've had racists been racist to me? No, I have every right to be. And like I said, I ain't did nothing wrong. But I got suspended from junior high because a white girl, put her breast on me. Just like, oh, I didn't know you were there. Really? Okay. That's gonna do it for this week, folks. Give this video a thumbs up. Excuse me. Give me a comment or two. Let me know what's on your brain about this situation I talked about. Got the hiccups. Share the video and let somebody else know what I said. Maybe they have a different opinion or way of looking at it besides how it actually happened. But for most importantly, could y'all please subscribe to my channel? I would greatly appreciate it. That's going to do it for this week. Excuse me. That's going to do it for this week, folks. I'll holler.